What's up guys, I'm going to do another Black Ops 4 video. In today's video we're going to be going over the update that came out today, April 2nd, 2019. So this is just a game settings update. There was no actual patch update that came out on Xbox or PS4. We did have an update today on PC, so if you're on PC there was like a 15 gigabyte update, something like that, but there was no update for PlayStation or for Xbox. It was just as you open up the game, you know, as you're like connecting to the online service, that's where the update came from. So this new update brings the Alcatraz Blackout map first on PlayStation 4. It'll be available on PC and Xbox One next week, but it's currently available on PlayStation 4. So it's a brand new map. I'll have a separate video talking about Alcatraz and about all those details. We also have Blackout is now free for this entire month, so that's exciting. But now we have a ton of news about future content and what changed today. So here is the summary for what changed in this update. So if you guys don't have a lot of time, you just want to hear like a quick summary of what changed, here it is. For Blackout, the new Alcatraz map is now live on PlayStation 4, and Blackout is now free to play on all platforms now until April 30th. Also, the After Action report was updated to provide additional information after every match, including the new challenge progression. Although I actually played a match and I did not see any changes to the After Action report. The Home Wrecker melee weapon is now available in contraband stashes on Xbox One and PC. For zombies, Ancient Evil is now live for the Black Ops Pass holders on all platforms. So it was previously last week available on PS4, and now it's available on Xbox One and PC. Split Screen Pause is now available for local split screen matches on consoles. The new Zombshell perk is available on Xbox One and PC. The new Elixirs are available on Xbox One and PC. That is Suit Up, Dividend Yield, Talking About Regeneration, Bullet Boost, and Quacknarok. And new talismans are also available on Xbox and PC. That's Glowing Phylactery and Battered Dragon Scale. For multiplayer, the new Barebones game mode is now live on Xbox One and PC, as well as on PlayStation 4. So this is that mode that does not have any specialists or any of that stuff. So the Barebones Mosh Pit continues as a featured playlist on PS4 and has been added as a featured playlist on Xbox One and PC. Hardcore Barebones Mosh Pit, Stockpile Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit, and One in the Chamber, and that's the Strife with the Stiletto Operator mod version of it, have been added to the featured category on all platforms. And they also did some stability updates. Now onto the World League Hub. League play events now span the course of the entire week. The bonus pool is now spread out throughout the entirety of an event, and it no longer has daily bonuses with rollovers. There's an increased penalty for intentionally team killing in league play matches. And then just a general change and general update is that there's a free weapon crate with a guaranteed free Mark II signature weapon is now available on the black market on Xbox One and PC. And there's also voice calibration settings added to the PC version as well. But for that free weapon crate, if you've already redeemed yours, you don't get a second one. It's just the one and done. So this will just give you, one free whole new weapon, and it's a free signature Mark II weapon. I've heard it can be a duplicate, although I've not gotten a duplicate on Xbox or on PS4 or even on PC. I've not gotten a single duplicate one out of these, but yeah, that's just what I've been hearing from people. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty of what has changed with this update. So this right here is for all platforms. For Blackout, Blackout is now free to play for a limited time on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC all the way through April 30th, so you don't even have to own Black Ops 4. You can literally just play Blackout for free, and you can even play this new Alcatraz update of the map for free. And just all the way through April 30th, this entire month, you can play Blackout for free. For multiplayer, and this is on all platforms, the featured category has been updated to include the Barebones Mosh Pit, Hardcore Barebones Mosh Pit, Stockpile, and Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit, and One in the Chamber, which is the Strife with the Stiletto Operator mod. Now, let's go over some PS4 specific changes. So these are only available on Blackout. There's no zombies or multiplayer changes on PS4, but this for Blackout is just this brand new map, Alcatraz. So Alcatraz is a brand new map available in Blackout, and is added as a featured playlist, and it is quads only right now, so no solos or duos, and has a maximum of 40 players per match. So 10 teams of 4, and up to 5 total redeployments per player before the final circle, as long as one member of the squad remains alive at the time of each redeploy. I think this should be changed, but it's, neither here nor there. It's kind of like down but not out, because if you die, whatever, you get to respawn up until that final circle. So next up is you deploy via portals into the close quarters combat on Alcatraz Island. They have new named destinations, including the Warden's House, Docks, New Industries, and the Cell House. And players can also pick up wall-buy weapons throughout the map that disappear after pickup, and also have new zombies-themed weapons available in the mystery box. So I've heard from people that this is actually the Blundergat, that you can run around in Blackout with the Blundergat from Black Ops 2's Mob of the Dead and Black Ops 4's Blood of the Dead. So those are exclusive currently on PlayStation 4. Those will be available next week on Xbox One and PC. And now, PS4 and Xbox One get specific changes here. And PC's changes are going to follow sometime later. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to get those sometime later. But this right here is just PS4 and Xbox One. These are the console changes with this update that went live today. So for Blackout, the After Action Report now provides additional info after each match, including challenge progression. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this isn't actually the case and that it's kind of broken because I didn't see any progress here, but whatever. Weapons in Blackout, the Purifier has increased damage against zombies. In multiplayer, the Bare Bones game mode playlist was changed, so they added a new health regen UI. And they also resolved an issue where the After Action Report would show defeat even if the player was on the winning team. They changed around one multiplayer map, and that was Gridlock. They improved the collision near the western spawn, and they did various stability improvements for multiplayer. For the World League Hub, each League Play event now spans the course of the entire week, so that has been a big change a lot of people have been asking for. The bonus pool is now spread throughout the entirety of an event, and it's no longer daily bonuses that rule over day to day. And there's also a team kill penalty where players who kill teammates 6 times will now be kicked from league play matches. So previously it was that, if you kill 3 teammates in a row after that, it becomes ricochet. Well, now if you kill 6 teammates, you will now just be kicked from the game in league play. Zombies has a pretty big change here, and that is server pause. So the host of an online private match can now pause the game mid-match for all players. I can see this potentially being abused, but, it's a private match. It's not a public match, so I guess it doesn't really matter. They also have split screen pause. Players in local split screen matches can now pause the game mid-match on consoles. So that's awesome. We haven't had this since freaking Black Ops 2, so that's good that it's finally back. So that's awesome. And they also changed around Ancient Evil a little bit. They addressed various issues that could sometimes cause the wonder weapons to become unusable. And they also addressed an issue that caused duplicate character icons to appear in the endgame screen. And they did various stability improvements to zombies. So next up, let's talk about Xbox One and PC changes that have happened this week. So for multiplayer, they added in the Bare Bones playlist. So Bare Bones has been added in as a featured playlist that is 6v6 with no specialist weapons, special issue equipment, gear, or operator mods allowed. Equipment is now single use with no cooldowns, and equipment is fully charged on each respawn, and the select spawn is disabled because there's no Seraph's tack beacon, and playlists include TDM and DOM. Next up is Zombies. Ancient Evil has been added into Black Ops 4 Zombies and is now available for Black Ops Pass holders on every platform. There's a brand new perk called Zombshell, and basic zombies have a chance to explode when killed, leaving behind a contamination field that slows enemies and increases damage dealt to them. There's a modifier, so the players with the modifier ignored by zombies while standing in the contamination field, and weapon reload speed is increased, so this is almost exactly like Vulture Aid from Black Ops 2's Zombies map Buried. And then we also have new elixirs. Suit Up is an epic elixir. Players and nearby teammates get full armor, which lasts until it's destroyed. It has an instant activation. Next up is Dividend Yield. It's a legendary elixir. Some of the points earned create an additional bonus points for all players, and it has an instant activation with a 5-minute duration. Next one is talking about regeneration as a new rare elixir. The player's health constantly regenerates while moving. It's an instant activation and lasts 4 minutes. Bullet Boost is the next one. This one's common. It applies or re-rolls an alternate ammo type to the player's current weapon if supported, and weapon damage is not affected, and it has an instant activation. And the last one is Quacknarok. It's a classic whimsical elixir. Zombies now wear a duck float with hilarious results, has an instant activation, and it lasts 5 minutes. And Quacknarok is a durable elixir rather than a consumable elixir. And since this is a classic Gobblegum, you have unlimited uses of these. You don't have to get them out of the little spins. Basically, Dr. Money's Factory, the Black Ops 4 version, you don't have to get them out of that. It's just free for everybody. Next up, we have 2 new talismans. We have Glowing Phylactery. It's an epic one, and you start off the match with an extra self-revive. That's actually really useful. Next up is Battered Dragon Scale. It's a legendary talisman, and after activating your special weapon, it gives you increased armor, which lasts until it's destroyed. And for Blackout, the Homewrecker melee weapon is now available in all the contraband stashes. So lastly, for this video, let's talk about the PC changes that have happened today with this giant 15 gigabyte update that was introduced on the PC version of Black Ops 4. Multiplayer got an update with a whole bunch of weapon tuning challenges. The Cordite has an increased sprint outspeed. Damon 3XP has an extended 6-shot kill range from 8 meters to 11.5. MX9 has increased ADS outspeed and an increased sprint outspeed. The SOG 9mm has an increased sprint outspeed, And the Switchblade X9 has an increased magazine size from 26 to 30, and players now spawn with 3 extra magazines instead of 2. For assault rifles, the KN57 has an extended 4-shot kill range from 16 meters up to 17, so just an extra meter on that. They also extended the 5-shot kill range from 46 meters to 57. Tactical rifles, the ABR-223, got a buff, so they increased the ADS in speed, and the ammo has been increased from 30 to 36, and they increased the 4-shot kill range from 32 meters to 38 meters. There are 2 snipers that got changes here. The first one is the Paladin HB50. They increased the magazine size from 5 to 6, but in place of that, they reduced the reload speed. SDM has an increased rate of fire, and pistols, the RK7 Garrison got a buff, so it has increased damage, and now takes 1 less bullet to kill at all ranges. The Mozu got a buff. It has an extended 3-shot kill range from 19 meters to 24, extended 4-shot kill range from 25 meters to 32, and it has an extended 5-shot kill range from 32 meters to 38 meters. And then the last weapon change is the Strife. It has an increased rate of fire. They made some changes to friendly fire, so the friendly fire system was added to all World League and Hardcore game modes. And so Ricochet friendly fire is now enabled for the first 15 seconds of a match or a round. So if you start out a match of domination or something, you cannot kill your teammates for the first 15 seconds. It will be Ricochet. Any damage you do to a teammate will reflect back on you for the first 15 seconds. And after the first 3 team kills, any subsequent damage dealt to a teammate will ricochet back to the attacker instead of damaging the teammate. So let's say after these 15 seconds are up, you kill 3 teammates in a row. After that, you try and kill a 4th teammate, and all the damage will ricochet back to you. And once transitioned to the ricochet system, further ricochet team kills will incur an escalating respawn delay penalty. Player will be allowed 3 ricochet team kills before being removed from the match. Damaging a teammate who is planting or defusing a bomb will ricochet damage back to the attacking teammate in World League, so even if you don't have any team kills so far, you will not be able to kill a teammate who is planting or defusing a bomb in the World League hub. They made some changes to XP, so they increased the XP earned for all score streaks to 100 XP. They increased the XP for killing the K9 unit to 100, increased XP for the Ice Pick shutdown to 100, increased XP for destroying an RCXD to 100, increased the XP for killing a strike team member to 250 XP, and increased the XP for the forward position medal to 250 XP. Kill Confirm has a change, so they increased the score for collecting an enemy dog tag up to 100. Search and Destroy, they address an issue where spectating Search and Destroy could cause team colors to display incorrectly on leaderboards. And for Heist, they address an issue where the end of the round pips could be on the wrong team. 2 specialists got changes, that is Nomad and Outrider. Nomad, they added pathing and spawning improvements for Nomad's K9 unit, and the K9 unit properly takes damage from Razor Wire. Outrider got a change. Players hit by a fully charged Sparrow Shot will now properly hear the impact shot of the bolt. Tactical Mask got a change. Players with a Tactical Mask who have been down by an enemy Tempest no longer chain to teammates after the Tempest status effect wears off. Score streaks have 1 score streak change, that is the care package. They address an issue where being killed while claiming a care package could cause issues with controllable score streaks. And they address an issue where the care package would not drop from the helicopter if a player called it along the water in Madagascar. Custom Games has 2 changes, and that is that they address an issue where the bonus maps tab was not appearing in offline local games, and they fixed a crash in custom games related to turning the specialist draft off. World League Hub got some changes. They added in new ranks. Those are 21 through 30 in league play. The UI got a change, so players will now get a notification that they've received a calling card when they reach ranks that award them. The rank up animations will now start at the player's current rank instead of their final rank. Players in the top 5 will be labeled as top 5 instead of top 10 in their league play events results screen. Create a Class got some changes. They address an issue with restricted items appearing in created classes, and they address an issue where restricted score streaks could appear as selected. Next up is some PC blackout changes. They did some weapon tuning, so the Cordite has an increased sprint outspeed, MX9 has increased ADS outspeed, and increased sprint outspeed, so those are buffs. The SOG 9mm got increased sprint outspeed, Switchblade X9 has increased magazine size from 26 to 30, SDM has an increased fire rate, and the RK7 now has increased damage. It takes 1 less bullet to kill at all ranges, and the Strife has increased rate of fire. So the same tuning changes as multiplayer. The map, they reduced the glare intensity while looking towards the sun in the original Blackout map. Outrider Sparrow can now be found in supply stashes. Zero's EMP Disruptor Grenade can now be found in the Blackout map. For vehicles, they added co-pilot support for the Little Bird and the cargo truck, and they made improvements to the muscle car collision to fix instances where a muscle car driver was unable to kill enemies. For low population regions, they added Australia and New Zealand to those, so they have consolidated playlists for a faster match start times and better matchmaking. They addressed an issue with various camos not appearing properly on the MX-9 Tactical. They fixed a rare crash that could occur when swapping and equipping an item. They re-enabled the ability to hold the use button to continually use multiple armor plates and activate perks without needing to release the input. They removed the blur from the victory screen. They addressed instances where characters' lobby animations could become corrupted. They addressed an issue that prevented mode-specific loading screen tips from being properly displayed. And they addressed an issue where users could find Seraph's Annihilator inside of a supply stash. Next up, let's talk about zombies. Zombies has some weapon tuning changes, and these are the same ones as multiplayer and Blackout. Cordite, MX-9, SOG, ABR, Paladin, SDM, and Strife. All got those same changes. I'm not going to repeat myself on these. Next up is that they changed around some high round stability changes. So they fixed a rare crash that could occur when displaying certain text strings, particularly during high round matches. And then a bunch of different like little bug fixes and all sorts of different crap, including host migration changes and some other stability things, as well as custom games have some different better rules and fixes there. Gauntlets had some changes, as well as Rush, Blood of the Dead, Dead of the Night, Voyage of Despair, and also the tutorial. If you guys want to see the specific changes, you guys can check out the link in the description. But lastly, we have some general changes to the PC version. The voice calibration feature has now been added into the audio settings. Players can press the record button to hear their voice alongside a volume indicator to adjust their chat volume to their preference. Flinch, they reduced the maximum amount of flinch a player can exhibit while not aiming down sights. Reactive camos are now available on all guns, and not only those guns with gold camo unlocked. And reactive camo starts wrapped on all guns, and any weapon can be used to complete the unwrap requirement. So let's say you have an SG-12 that you need to get objective kills with. Well, now you can actually use an MX-9 instead. They fixed a whole bunch of problems with theater mode. For mesh mines, they increased the height of the mesh mine trace in multiplayer and Blackout for more consistent detonations. The paint shop, they addressed an issue where the scroll indicators were cut off if the player had more than 10 paint jobs. And lastly, they did a UI change where they addressed an issue in the social menu where player emblems and ranks weren't being displayed correctly. So that is everything for today's update. This is the big update on PC, as well as the update that came out today for Black Ops 4 on Xbox One and PS4 as well. So that is the big update. There you guys go. Now you guys are all up to date on what has changed in Black Ops 4, and now you know everything that is now happening with the game. And we're going to make more videos today talking about other new topics, as well as new news information about new multiplayer maps and stuff, and this new Blackout Alcatraz map as well. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.